Hi everybody, my name is Jens Larsen. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use quartal arpeggios in your alto-dominant lines. So I'm going to go over 3 examples of lines where I'm using quartal arpeggios, and I'm going to give you some scale exercises and talk about how you can get started incorporating this into your own playing and your own licks. If you want to learn more about jazz guitar, about improvising over changes and using interesting arpeggios and scale sounds, then subscribe to my channel. If you want to make sure not to miss anything, then click the little bell notification icon next to the subscribe button. This lick, like the other licks in this video, is on 2 chords, so a D7 altered, resolving to a G major 7. And the scale I'm using for the D7 chord is of course the D7 alto scale, or E flat melodic minor, so that would be this scale. And in this phrase, I'm really working with a particular type of picking that works really well, because what I'm doing is I'm taking this stack of 4s and then moving that around in the scale, but on the same string set. So I'm first playing this, and then moving up a step, and then down, and then one more down, and then I have a small melody to resolve that. So I'm really working with just using these quartal structures on the middle string set, and then using this type of picking where I'm playing the first note as a downstroke, and then the 2 next notes as upstrokes. And that's a really easy way to pick that. If you want to work on this, of course you should check out all the other quartal arpeggios that you have on this string set, and that exercise would be this. In this line I'm relying a lot more on the quartal arpeggios that you're going to find within the position. So you probably want to check out the quartal arpeggios within a scale position. So if we take the position that I played in the beginning of the video and then play that in quartal arpeggios, then that would be this. So really, when you're doing this with a 3-note per string position, it's not that difficult, because everything stays sort of nicely in patterns like this, where you can also just play it as chords up through the whole scale. The first part of the lick starts on the B flat, so it's really pretty much a straight ahead E flat melodic minor idea. So B flat and then down to the F sharp, pulling off to F, and then down to a D, sort of just to encircle the E flat. And then now I want to use the 2 quartal arpeggios that I'm using. So the first one is this one from F sharp again, which is really just spelling out sort of a D7 alto sound. And the way I do that is that I'm first encircling that diatonically, so F, A flat, and then I'm playing the arpeggio. And then the top note I'm pulling off to the scale note under it. And then I play the next quartal arpeggio, which is from C, so C, F, B flat, and again pulling off to the scale note under the B flat, and then resolving that to the A on the G major 7. This line is starting with a triad pair, so first an A flat major triad, and then a D augmented, or maybe in this scale it makes more sense to think of it as a G flat augmented in inversion, but since I'm playing it here and it's an augmented triad, it feels like it's a D augmented triad. And then I'm using 2 quartal arpeggios. The first one is again this one, so I'm starting on the C. Now I'm playing a different pattern when I'm playing them, so I'm playing first the middle note, then down to the lowest note, and then up the arpeggio. And I'm doing the same from this arpeggio, which is from the B flat, so I get a B flat, so a flat 13, flat 9, and a flat 5, and then using the same pattern. Then down to an F sharp, and then ending the line on a D. So here I'm again relying on just using the quartal arpeggios that you find in this position. So the exercise that I just talked about with these arpeggios, and that's really useful to check out. It can be a little bit difficult to play in the beginning, but it's also a very good exercise for your right hand, because it's a lot of alternate picking with one note per string, which is always good to do and will give you a lot of precision. So in these three examples, I'm really focusing on using the Quartal Arpeggios that I can already connect with the chords. So I'm using this one, which is already a part of the D7 sharp 9, and also the one where if we take the extended version with the flat 13, then the top part of that is also a Quartal Arpeggio. And that way, trying to do something with already the structures that are kind of related to the chord and a little bit easier to put to use. I think that's a good place to start if you want to build your own vocabulary of lines using this type of material. If you want to learn more about jazz guitar and this is the first time you see one of my videos, then subscribe to my channel. The videos that I publish here every week are on finding some solid methods and good strategies to improve and check out some interesting things about jazz guitar. If you want to help me keep making all these videos, then check out my Patreon page. I'm very grateful for the support that I'm getting from my patrons, and it's because of that I can keep on making videos every week. So if you join us over on Patreon, I can also give you something in return for all your support. That's about it for this time. Thank you for watching, and until next week.